Welcome back to Romancing the Gemstones. I am Jamie G. And while I may not be your daddy, I'm your mentor. I'm back with Magnum Mills and our special guest, the Soupdeucer, to continue the slow process, the very slow process of wrapping up the Righteous Gemstones. On this episode, we'll be focusing on wrapping up season 4. Mills, go ahead, handle the details so we can dive right in.
I like diving right in, but I'm more of a hot tub guy than a pool guy. But I'm going to ignore that because anything that gets us our fix of Uncle Baby Billy is a okie dokie number one with me. And we're not trying to be number one. We just hope you enjoy this episode of Romancing the Gemstones. We are presented by Regular Dudes Watch Stuff. You can find our content wherever you get your pods and on YouTube. Find us on social media at Dudes Watch Stuff and on the web at dudeswatchstuff.com. Very simple and easy to remember, just like those flaps. FLAPS. Follow, like, and please subscribe. If you had fun, you got to hit the thumb. And you also have to know this is a season 4 wrap up. It was the final season of the Righteous Gemstones, so there will be full on spoilers for Gemstones going forward. Anything that was on the show, all episodes, articles, interviews, podcasts, speculation, that fan fiction from the one dude on Reddit, it's all open for discussion here. This is your first and final warning.
And Soup, I don't want to go ahead and set a precedent here, but I do think that Mills and I nagged you into watching Gemstones. Persistency pays off.
Pussy, 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 pussy.
Fine, I'm coming. Just stop saying pussy.
Go ahead, man. Introduce yourself. Give us your overall thoughts on season 4.
Well, what's happening, man? It's me, the Soupdeucer over here, man. And yeah, I thought season 4 was very good, man. And I have been thinking about, Gemstones has been on my radar for, a couple of years now. And I did watch maybe half of the first season or whatever. And then for whatever reason fell off and didn't get back on it until just this last season here. And I decided to just say, fuck it, and jump right into season 4 and watch that and figure I could catch up on the rest later. It seems like that kind of show. And I don't think I really missed out on too much by doing that, but it does give me something to look forward to, going back and checking out some of those that I have not seen, which is like 2 entire seasons. So that's pretty cool. I definitely enjoyed season 4, man. It was really good. I don't love the last episode that much, but it was a lot of really, really good moments in there. I mean, it's a great show, man. I'm glad I dove into it, man. So
Soup, let me ask you this, man. You mentioned you didn't love the last episode. So that means, are you not happy with how they ended it? Did you want them to do something different? Maybe explain that a little bit. Why'd you feel that way?
I think it just caught me off guard a little bit with the shooting and shit like that. It just seemed like out of the element a little bit, and it wasn't what and I typically like something I don't see coming, but that was to me, it just didn't. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it.
That's interesting because that's kind of the difference, I think, probably between someone who's watching it more casually and someone who, rewatches it multiple times and does and or listens to a show and podcast about it. Like, you just kind of speculate, why would they cast Sean William Scott? And that was kind of our discussion, throughout the season, is like, boy, they're not really giving him much to do, right? You got to figure he's going to do something if they're bringing him along like that. Coming in, had you watched the other Danny McBride shows, Eastbound and Down and Vice Principals?
Yeah, Eastbound and Down. Years ago, like when it was out, I watched that, and I did like Eastbound and Down a lot.
Did you finish it, Soup?
No, I didn't. I watched I don't think I saw the last season of it.
Oh man, so you don't know how it ends with Kenny Powers? Oh, dude, all right, you gotta go do that.
And me and these
it sounds like a trend here where you like to. I mean, I've done that with shows where sometimes, especially if you haven't caught the last season, you put it off a little bit because, like, once you watch it, it's over. Do you think you are going to go back and rewatch this one from the beginning? Because the first 3 seasons are definitely a lot of fun. I will say that.
Gemstones, yeah, absolutely. After watching this one, I'm definitely going to watch where I left off, or I might just rewatch the beginning part of 1 and then absolutely seasons 2 and 3 as well. Vice Principals was awesome too. That was a recent one for me, and I probably am about halfway through that. So no, I didn't finish that one either, but I do like that one a lot. It's also got Walton Goggins in it, which is great. So
Yeah, and Edie Patterson, and that one's only 2 seasons, so that's a pretty easy one to get through. And shout out to Andy McBride. So far, he's maxed out at 4 seasons, with I think Gemstones being the longest at 36 episodes, and maybe only one of them even touches an hour. So pretty bingeable, pretty watchable, all things considered. It's not something like say a Shameless where you have whatever, like 13 seasons at, 13 episodes and an hour per or what have you.
Yeah.
It's a fun, it's fun. So if you just jumped in season 4, it's worth going back, checking them out. I wish I had some unwatched Gemstones that I could still go back and rewatch. That would be super nice.
Yeah.
You and me both, man. And here on Romancing the Gemstones, if you guys have been with us, you know we love our freaking systems. We love them a lot. One of our favorite systems is the Ron's Left evaluation system, patent pending. We apply it to every single episode in season 4, and now it's time to evaluate the entire season. Mills, remind us how the system works.
Pretty simple. This is a 3-pronged evaluation system. If you loved this season, you're romancing it. You're taking it home. You're putting a ring on it. You are romancing it. If you like the season, it's a one-night stand. You're doing your thing. You're having some fun, but you're probably going to maybe give them a fake number or what have you. Or finally, if you did not, for some reason, like season 4, you are swiping left, never to be seen from or heard from again, blocking that shit outright. This was a tough one for me. I was kind of right on the edge of romancing it and one night stand. I think I'm going to go with one night stand. Overall, I'm romancing the series, but I do think that season 4 had a couple of rough patches. Still really loved it, don't get me wrong, but I'm going one night stand for season 4. Jamie G, how about yourself? You were a touch higher. I had 7 one-night stands, 2 romancing during the season. You had 5 one-night stands, 4 romancing. So you were closer to the romancing. Can you romance it for season 4, or are you just doing the one-night stand?
Man, all things considered here, I love how it ended, and going back and specifically focusing on this season, allowing myself to relive some of the funniest moments. Yeah, there was some problems with it. I'm not in love with paralyzing BJ and not giving us, BJ on the pole more. There was a lot that kind of could have been here, but all in all, I still have to romance it. I really loved it, man. I thought it was a great season and great way to end the show. I'm glad they made season 4, so I'm gonna go ahead and romance it.
All right, Soup, what do you think, man? This is the Ron's Left. If you loved it, you're romancing it. If you liked it, it's a one-night stand. You didn't like it, you're swiping left. How'd you feel about season 4 of The Righteous Gemstones?
I'm going to go ahead and romance this thing, man, because, being that I still have previous seasons of Gemstones to watch, I can do that. And then I'll probably want to come back to this one, after that. So it's definitely on the romancing list.
Nice, dude. Yeah, you're gonna put a ring on it eventually here. My main complaint is still that this was by far the worst of the interlude episodes, which were always my favorite parts of every season. So that hurt a bit. Loved getting the prelude episode as the season 4 premiere, but it just did mess with the pacing just enough that we didn't quite get everything. And obviously, like Jamie G said, put our man BJ in a wheelchair when he was about to be dancing champion of the universe. Still not wild about that. Big fan of him getting a monkey though.
Yeah, and they didn't. I wish they would have saw the dong through. You give us dong in the
Yeah, we
first
didn't see Cobb's mangled dong. We thought the whole point of them hanging dong all season was to set it up for the mangled dong that had been
right.
bitten off by a croc, and they even tease it like he's gonna pull it out.
Teased
and he
it
never
twice.
pulls it out.
Teased it twice.
The penis that was promised.
The penis that was promised, and we never got it, dude. It's definitely something that we disappointed.
Yeah, I can't believe that I want to see mangled penis, but I feel like they did so much setup for it. It's like Chekhov's gun, right? You show the gun in the first act, got to fire it in act 3. They tease the penis, and then they talk about the penis, and then there's no mangled croc cock.
Yeah, it's a it's a tragedy, really, because it's like, I was cheering along at home, like, man, will they do it again? They did. I mean, they went out of their way to deliberately hang dong and put dong, in the first couple ones, teased it so good, and then they didn't do it, but then came back to it a couple episodes later and had a chance to make things right, and they didn't. So that's probably one of my biggest complaints of the season there. Other than that, though, 2 romances, one one night standing. All in all, pretty good here. Throughout the season, we acknowledged our favorite parts of the episodes with our righteous moments. We've taken all those, plus a couple bonus moments, and we rank them to give you the really, really, I mean really, really righteous moments from season 4.
We are going to go with our top 10. We all voted on these, had around 50 moments in there, voted as well as we could. After averaging the results, at number 10, we have one I know was one of Jamie G's favorites, although he was actually lowest on this in the rankings. I know it was his favorite moment of that episode when Judy goes to visit BJ at pole dancing class.
God dang, Beach. Watching you work that pole's got me slick, boy. About to start finger dancing on my snap drags. Talking about cootie cat.
I'll see you next class, BJ.
Yeah, walk that tight ass away. Go sit on a hot car hood, you cunt.
Jeez Louise.
All the things you love about Judy here. Absolutely hilarious, dude. And the setup of like, oh my God, we've got a horned up Judy rooting on her man, working the pole. Like, this is just perfect how this could go so many places. Yeah, just very good.
Well, speaking of going places and going places butt and naked, how about Uncle Baby Billy hanging dong while water skiing? Soup, this was your favorite. Jamie G, you were very, middle, you were 15, I was 13. I think it hurt a little bit that I knew that the penis was digital now, but still, Uncle Baby Billy, water skiing tough enough. Hanging dong, also tough. Water skiing while hanging dong. I mean, that's just built like Ford tough or just whatever kind of tough. That's just when the tough get going, the rough get tough or whatever. Right, Soup? I mean, this was your number one moment. Did this get you into it? Like you heard Uncle Baby Billy was hanging dong, water skiing, and like, I gotta watch this show.
I did hear about that. That's not why I that's not why
whatever you say there, whatever.
But yeah, I did hear about that ahead of time or whatever. And so it didn't shock me when I saw it, but which I almost wish I wouldn't have heard about it, because I like that shock value, your little shock cock, dude. But the water skiing thing was pretty hilarious because like I've never seen anybody water ski with their dick and balls out, and you got to think your balls are gonna take a beating, dude. You just got
yeah, dude, you need some protection there. I feel 100%, dude.
So
you don't want the life jacket that like goes under crotch, but yes, you do.
Yeah, pretty impressive, man.
Especially because he's doing it with his wife and children driving the boat, and then Keith and Calvin just kind of admiring him from afar. Especially Keith being like, dude, that looks like fun. Shout out Keith. I think he's probably vascular enough to pull it off. So that was obviously an extremely fun one. Danny McBride says Walton Goggins is willing to hang a digital penis wherever, whenever. So we got that going for us. Shout out HBO. They're going to make it happen. Although it didn't happen on White Lotus. Spoiler alert. We thought maybe it was going to, but it did not.
Mills, I gotta admit though, this was a tough one for me. I originally had this ranked a lot higher. Working through all the moments, it ended up just easing outside of my top 10 here because there's so many other great moments. But it was just a shock thing. It was hilarious. It was awesome. But I struggled with this one where to place it because it was certainly a great moment.
Phrasing aside, the idea is like you just understand, like you really love Uncle Baby Billy for his mouth. I think is what you're saying. Is really what you're saying. Like not a lot of talking when he's hanging the dong. You like when he gets the mouth involved. At number 7, we have a tie, and we got some mouth involved. First up, we have the siblings walking into Eli's room up at Galilee Gulch to find him and Ms. Lori doing a little bit of 69 action. And then Eli walks out, and he's got a little Big Daddy Kane situation going on there, and it's very, very, very fun. And yes, very, very fun. It comes up a bunch of times throughout the season. And we've also got Dr. Watson saving the day in the season finale, going to fetch Jesse's purse. Yes, it was a purse, bringing it down with the gun in there.
Dr. Watson, go upstairs and get Jesse's purse and bring it down to us, please. Please hurry.
There's no way this is gonna work.
If it doesn't work, it's because you said it wrong. It's not a purse. It's an everyday carry bag for a man.
Again, very, very good ratings from all of us. They made the top 10 on all 3 of our rankings, so those are great moments. At number 6, this is one I personally very much enjoyed. We got Judy trying to kind of take one for the team by seducing Ms. Lori.
When she slide on out of that cotton dress, let me snack on that pussy.
Come again.
Yeah, You are gonna come, Miss Lori. So, congrats. Got to get that bean flicked good, son. Somebody is gonna be spraying like a whale breaching the surface.
This is maybe Megan Mullally's best scene of the entire season. Like how she goes from like Judy trying to seduce her to almost getting some life advice. And there are some very, very righteous rips involved in that one. So a lot of fun there with Judy. And of course, when Judy tries to seduce anybody, it's very funny. So go ahead, Edie Patterson, feel free to come seduce any one of us. Moving on to number 5 in the top 5. We have Jesse dueling it out at Cape and Pistol with Van Sipkins after he dropped that yellow hanky. Fire!
God, gee. Oh, Jesus. God damn it. Oh, fuck me. I didn't mean it. I didn't want to kill you. Please don't kill me, Jesse. Please. I got a life to live and people to help. For Christ's sakes, I'm an orphan.
Oh, shit. My bad.
A lot of fun, a lot of catharsis here. It's a payoff to a long running plot. Very funny. You know, Jesse trying to be magnanimous, tries to shoot the bullet away, still hits a dude with the ricochet. Eli just being like, instead of giving the speech finally, he's like, nah, fuck it, I'm out. Just so much good stuff going on there. At number 4, Jamie G. I know you loved this one, and once again, ironically, you're the lowest of us on it, but Uncle Baby Billy coming up with Teen Gist.
At a time.
And I guess the main question here is, Soup, we can ask you, like, who should get the main writing credit here? Is it Uncle Baby Billy, or is it Cocaine, or is it a co-writing situation between Uncle Billy and Cocaine?
Definitely a co-writing situation there, I think, man. You know, we got to give the Coke a little bit of credit for that one.
Uncle Baby Billy was sober enough to use a printer, though, so I think it's 60-40 Uncle Baby Billy Cocaine, because if it was really Cocaine more than Uncle Baby Billy, I don't think Cocaine can use a printer that well.
True. Well, I don't know.
I hate printers, dude. Printers and Bluetooth.
This was so hard because it was such a funny moment, but I mean, you can only pick them, you know, it's hard, man. There's more funny moments than there are top 10 here. So it was tough. It was very tough.
Limited space available. At number 3, we have the scene where Uncle Baby Billy goes into the throne room to pitch Jesse and Judy at that point on giving him more money to do Teen Gist and an 8-ball of cocaine, because that's what he needs, but he'll give him some dirt on Lori.
I need some good mojo in this family. Now, on top of the 2 mil, I'm also gonna need some cocaine.
Cocaine?
What the fuck is happening
Yes,
now?
I got a lot on my plate. I need some gas to keep things cooking now.
You are too old to be fucking with cocaine. That shit will kill you.
It might kill you, how fat your trunk is, but it ain't gonna kill me. Come on, I ain't asking for the world here. I'm just asking for an 8-ball and $2 million.
This is just incredibly awesome. It sets up the runner of Uncle Baby Billy and the cocaine. He was already doing it, but now he's upping it with the $2.5 million and the cocaine, and just the fact that the siblings give into it because Calvin isn't there. Great dialogue in this one. You know, again, very much towards the top for all of us. And at number 2, we're kind of continuing that. This is a number 2 for me, number 8 for Soup, number 3 for me, number 2 for Jamie G. This is Uncle Baby Billy during the big confrontation with Cobb at Millsap Gator Farm, where Uncle Baby Billy tells God, this is the last time you open it. You should bless this cocaine.
God, bless this cocaine to give me the gas to beat this demon.
Gemstones!
And he does the cocaine. I'm not sure if it's blessed. He runs up, Cobb, knocks him down with one punch, but the day does get saved. Maybe Billy did it, maybe he didn't, but either way, it's still a ton of fun. How many times, like we've seen a lot of movies with cocaine, but people never actually ask God to bless the cocaine. I mean, the entire movie, A Blow, I don't remember once someone asking God to bless the cocaine.
No, and maybe they should have, right? I mean, this was just, I love Uncle Baby Billy here. Like he needed that he needed it to be brave and save the day here. And for just a split second, you think he's going to, man. He's all in. He's running at him. It's ready to go, and then yeah, he gets knocked down pretty
People
bad.
tend to yell too much when they're trying to do the sneak attack in this show. Like if you're gonna sneak
Calvin did it
attack,
too.
don't yell while you're doing it. And if someone's going to shoot at you, serpentine. We can take that from Van Simpkins. Like if someone's going to shoot at you, don't stand still. You want a serpentine. Serpentine is very, very crucial if people are going to shoot at you.
Serpentine! Yeah, so yeah, put that in your little secret agent notebook, along with don't leave prisoners unsupervised.
And at number 1, Jamie G and I both had it at 1. The Soup had it on the edge of his top 10 here. The Teen Just dance sequence.
Get to dancing.
Turn the other cheek. Woo! Turn the other cheek. Turn it all the way around. Turn the other cheek. Those suckers don't stand a chance. Dance. Those suckers don't stand a chance. Dance. Got that spirit in my pants. Oh, Teen Just.
In every season of the show, we've kind of gotten that cool kind of musical number. Last season, we got the Redeemer, the monster truck with the heavy metal and the unplugged version. Here, dude, getting the Teen Just song with the spirit in your pants. Uncle Baby Billy doing all the dancing and then kicking it to Eli. Just so good, dude. I cannot say enough positive things other than when I hear the Teen Just song, it gets stuck in my head. I'm not a huge fan of that. I am for a little bit, about the third or fourth time through. Much less of a fan.
I thought it was brilliant, and and it was so wild that you almost forget Eli's in the corner, just kind of like milking it, right? Like he's not really giving it his all, just because of how much other amazing stuff is going on. I mean, look at this guy, right? You can see him behind me. It was just so great, man. Way up there, dude. Way up there. I mean, Uncle Baby Billy, Bible Bonkers, one of the best things about season 3. Tangus, one of the best things about season 4.
You gotta turn the other cheek, dude. That is the crucialness that comes with the Teen Just. And when you are doing Romancing the Gemstones, we grade episodes by busting out our jeweler's loop, the jaunt we stole from Mars Eye Larry, to evaluate the episodes, to evaluate the seasons, to evaluate the series, all on a scale of 0 to 100 gemstones. Now it is time to give a grade to season 4. I'll go first here. Overall, on season 4, when you average the episodes together, I was at 86 gemstones. I'm going to say that the whole was more than the individual parts. I'm going to go with 89 gemstones overall for a season 4 grade. Jamie G, you are higher than me. You are at 91 gemstones as an average for your episodes. What are you going with as a grade for season 4? Higher, lower, right at the 91?
Yeah, man, I think I'm gonna stick right there. I think I'm gonna go 91 gemstones here on the season. I'm comfortable there.
Sticking to his guns, Soup. I assume you have 46 gemstones to pay for gas, lunch, and tolls or what have you. Same as the Space Bucks. What would you give to season 4 as a grade, 0 to 100 gemstones?
It'd be easier for me if I had, if I had something to compare it to with the previous seasons. But I don't. But just going with the one, I think that's kind of cool too. So my perspective on that, I'm going to go with, I like where you're at with the 91, but being that, some of the stuff is characters and characteristics of these characters and stuff that I didn't know about previously. And it's kind of like a first timer for me. I'm going to bump it up a little bit to a 93 gemstones.
93, dude. We're all in that late 80s, early 90s where we like to live.
That's right where we like to be. Dude.
We know what we like, dude. We are who we are.
Oh, man, we are who we are, and we always, and I mean always, pass the offering plate in support of the Righteous merchandise. We support them because they make sure that the true gemstone fans aren't just walking around wearing regular ass shopping mall clothes. Can't be doing that. Mills, what's up with the merch?
Well, we got the soup up in here, so we did a little bit of a re-rank here because the store's got to close eventually. So we want to push some stuff out the door. We have ranked our top options. We have a tie at number 8 between the classic Cape and Pistol Society t-shirt. Got the crest on there, all that good stuff, along with the Gemstone Skate Park shirt. Dude, you want to show your love for the Gemstone Skate Park? Get down Tony Hawk style, Gideon Gemstone style. We're just waiting for the crossover and to see if we can get Goldfinger on the soundtrack. At number 7, you got to have a Teen Just shirt, dude. You got to have a Teen Just because he's got that spirit in his pants. It helps when you're dancing, maybe when you're even trying to pick up the ladies. Then we have a tie at number 5. We have Dr. Watson branching out here into the medicinal marijuana field. You have Dr. Watson's Miraculous Monkey Medicinal Marijuana. Anything with that many M's and that many crystals has to be good. It's tied with Satan's Red Hot Wiener Sauce. Keith willed this into the world with the Satan's Tears. It's very, very hot, very good, just a shade under the Reaper Peppers. At number 4, we got the Squirt Yurt. Yeah, maybe it's the equivalent to wearing a t-shirt with an upside down pineapple. Maybe it's not. Find out if you're rocking the Squirt Yurt shirt. At number 2, we have a two-way tie. We're doing a bit of an old school rapper album cover thing. We've got Dear Mama. You've got the Gemstones siblings sitting around doing a Dear Mama thing at Galilee Gulch. And then you've got Eli doing a Big Daddy Kane thing, walking out of the 69 room with a bit of a wet spot. And at number 1, it's a fun one because you got the mustaches and you got to respect the mustaches, dude. It's a big deal. You have the Mario Brothers, but it's not the Mario Brothers. You got BJ, you got Jesse. They both got the mustaches and they are glorious.
Yes, they are. And go ahead and play the music because it's time to hand out our Season 4 MVP award. During the season, we determined our episode MVPs with the Righteous ratings. But we might be changing things up a bit here, right, Mills?
Yeah, we're going to let the Righteous ratings from the season finale stand, so we're just going to do some regular old rankings. No, it's not like regular old shopping mall clothes. These are perfectly fine here. All the season 4 characters are in play. Only criteria was to rank them by how much you enjoyed them this season. So we compiled the results, averaged them out. We have our Righteous rankings. And we're going to start at number 10, work our way up. At 10, we have Elijah Gemstone. Shout out Bradley Cooper, just showing up for the one episode, but he owned it. Jamie G, you were the lowest on this one. You were down all the way at 18. You want to say anything nice about Bradley Cooper so you don't get in internet trouble?
I thought he was great, but we only got him for that limited time. Again, it's really tough here, man. Other ones made bigger impacts throughout multiple episodes, so I stand by it. He made the list, but he's on the tail end here. I think that's fair.
Fair enough. Fair enough. At number 9, we have Keith. I think it's pretty obvious he had a good season, but we wish he would have had a little bit more to do. Pretty true for all of the spouses. Makes sense that BJ comes in at 8. Get some fun stuff to do, especially post Dr. Watson. But I know Jamie G and I were really high on what BJ could have done with his pole dancing career. Had an advance, tons of potential there. They put him in a wheelchair. They sidelined him for a while. Yes, giving him a monkey helped out a lot, but it could have been better. We really, especially coming off season 3, we had a lot of hopes for BJ Barnes. Then we have a tie at number 6 between Kelvin Gemstones. Definitely getting it done in the career. He is the top Christ following man. He got married. He's doing good. We have him tied with Van Simpkins. He is not doing good at the end of season 4. But Jamie G, talk about maybe the best recurring non-Gemstone season-to-season character. He came in season 3, carried over to season 4. I thought he proved to be a nice foil for Jesse Gemstone and a pretty adequate sparring partner. Like Steven Dorff could really hang with Danny McBride. You can't say that for everyone.
I thought he was great. They had such great chemistry at kind of Cape and Pistol with their little standoffs, and they're trying to one up each other. Jesse needs some sort of nemesis, and this one was really cool because Steven Dorff, Van Simpkins, not only got to be a nemesis to Jesse but also to Kelvin, and it was kind of cool to see them all come together to one up him. So definitely enjoyed him a lot.
absolutely killed in that final episode. He comes in kind of disheveled, just chugging beers, just throwing them on the ground, dropping yellow hankies. Absolutely killed it. Shout out Steven Dorff, dude. It's been a minute since Blade. I'm definitely going to check you out in some other stuff. Moving into the top five, maybe not a ton of surprises. At five, we have Eli. Overall, worked out to be a pretty good season for Eli, right? Like, he goes home, there's some drama, works through it, gets to go back on the boat. Now he's combined the two things. He had Lori, who he liked. He had banging random chicks on the boat, which he liked. Now he's combined the two, so he's banging Lori on the boat. I think it's the best of both worlds situation. That's all Eli could ask for. I liked him better with the long hair, but now he's time to grow it back out. At number four, we have Dr. Watson. Just amazing. It makes more sense that he's higher here than he is for our season-long rankings or our series-long rankings because, dude, Dr. Watson comes in. He's only in, about half of one season of the show, and he just takes over. It shows you the power of a monkey. Hollywood, listen, add monkeys to more shows. I think this is the major lesson to take away from Gemstones. He just jumped in here, and I mean, everything with Dr. Watson is dynamite. I don't know if it's because this particular monkey or the way they wrote it or whatever, but man, I love everything with Dr. Watson. You're a man who likes his, donkey shows and his monkeys or whatnot. How'd you like about, BJ and the Bear here, a man and his monkey?
I mean, I was a big fan. I was a big fan of the monkey, man. Dr. Watson was a great character addition, whatever, and something you can't get from a person, man.
Right.
It's just but he came out clutch, man, and a lot of good moments there. It reminds me of more people should put should involve the monkeys. I think I remember definitely Grandma's Boy had a monkey that he taught karate, a karate monkey. That was very cool. I don't even know how a lion got into the neighborhood, but
Dr. Zhivago,
dude. So yeah, monkeys are always fun.
I feel bad. The outbreak monkey is really old at this point, so that joke, that joke probably doesn't even apply anymore.
Yeah. I mean, what's the average?
It's a
Monkeys
minute
are what?
since
Do they have the average lifespan of like a person or longer? Is it more like an alligator? Or
I think it depends on the type of monkey, but yeah, definitely in the in the humanish range. I think if you're not going to the doctor and you're doing maybe Uncle Baby Billy type of lifestyle stuff. And speaking of that, let's get into the top three. No real surprises here. At three, we have Jesse. At two, we have Judy. And at number one, Uncle Baby Billy. I think Uncle Baby Billy, obviously number one with a bullet, all number one with us. You can kind of pick and choose between Judy and Jesse. I think they give Jesse more to do, but Judy does more with less. She doesn't get quite as much screen time as Danny McBride, and she is just, you mentioned it, Soup, kind of coming in. We're like, who's your favorite character when you first started watching? And you called out Judy. She is kind of a force of nature, right? She just forces you to pay attention to her.
Yeah, she that character is great, man. And hilarious too. I mean, very, very. I don't know what the word I'm looking for here is, but other than hilarious, I mean, dirty yet funny. I guess I don't know, but
brash. I mean,
got a really good way with words, and it's
raunchy.
It's got that little bit of a raunchy shock factor with the way she talks, and I love that about somebody. So
she fits the Danny McBride like dialogue right though, right? The way she says specific things, like they'll say like comes or like weird, like getting slick, like they have these weird euphemisms, and she's just very good at delivering those. I think
got me slick, boy. Yeah, Judy, dude.
She got me slick, or the male equivalent. What is the male equivalent of sploosh? I don't know. I have to rewatch Archer.
Hard? I don't know.
And Uncle Baby Billy is the unanimous number one. We've already talked about him a lot. I don't know what else there is to say other than all hail Walton Goggins. He has reached the level of a dude I will watch in literally anything. If Walton Goggins is in it, I'll watch it. That's as much as I can. And Uncle Baby Billy is just a great character who was, more of a side character, just slightly recurring character at the beginning, became a main part of the show. And I don't think that happens without Goggins, without great writing. And, we loved everything about Uncle Baby Billy, including his weird dog.
This is usually when we get into our predictions, but sadly, we've run out of future episodes. Speaking of future episodes, Mills, what the hell is up next for Romancing the Gemstones?
Perhaps someday we will go back and do the first two seasons, but until then, we're still watching stuff and talking about it. on the main channel on Regular Dudes Watch Stuff. We're about to start talking about season 17 of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. If you like the Righteous Gemstones, you will like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Make sure you are checking that out. Otherwise, thank you just kind of for sticking here, checking out the Gemstones with us. It's not really, a Game of Thrones type of show or a Severance where you're doing a lot of theorizing or what have you. You don't really necessarily always need to listen to an after show or watch an after show. But I think in this case, the show had a lot of depth. It was worth it. We really enjoyed talking about it, diving into it, and very excited to see what Danny McBride does next.
Yeah, you know what? I do have a prediction, man, and I know there's no more Gemstones or whatever, but a prediction that just something that popped in there, man. Uncle Baby Billy gets his spin-off show.
I would
we would obviously be there for that.
I mean, who wouldn't be behind that? Come on, man.
I believe we were pushing for a Teen's Christmas special too. I would take that as well. With Uncle Baby Billy as Teen's, I think that would also check the boxes. It give me the spirit in my pants.
Yes, it would. And you know what else checks the boxes is you guys. We appreciate you watching, hanging out with us for all season and this little bit of extended season here of Romancing the Gemstones. We love you. We appreciate you. Righteous Gemstones has been a great show for us to talk about. We couldn't do it without you guys. So if you made it all this way and you haven't done it yet, go ahead and throw the thumb, like, and subscribe. Really appreciate that. You guys are awesome for doing it. We appreciate you doing it, man. And we'll be around. Don't you worry. Mills will let you know where you can find us on the social medias. Keep up with all the other things we're doing. And we'll catch you on the flip side.
Yeah, man, it was nice being here to romance these Gemstones with you guys for the finale, so thanks.
Yeah, what good are Gemstones if people aren't romancing them, dude? If you just have Gemstones, you don't really have anything. It's all about who romances them. Thanks again for checking us out. Romancing the Gemstones has been presented by Regular Dudes Watch Stuff. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube. Find us on social media at Dudes Watch Stuff and on the web at dudeswatchstuff.com. Really, really easy to remember, just like those flaps. FLAPS, very crucial to our success. Follow, like, and please subscribe if you had fun. Make sure you hit the thumb. I'm Magnum Mills. That's Jamie G. That's a Soupdeucer. And I'll tell you the easiest piece of advice you'll ever get in your life. If you want to live your life the best way possible, you got to live it big Uncle Baby Billy style.
Bye, Felicia.
When we hit the floor, yeah, we turning hardcore. Gonna settle every score. Gonna win this holy war. To a groove that's so divine, turning water into wine. And when you lose your mind, we gon' turn the other cheek.